Brian and Cynthia, you are the last team to arrive.
Couldn't believe it.
No.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but you've been eliminated from the race. Did you think that you were still in this race when you came up to the mat?
Yeah, we did. We tried.
Yeah.
Together.
Nobody will ever be able to say you didn't try, that's for sure.
No. Been known to be impatient.
Yes.
Yeah, they sure did try together. Married Winnipeg
patient.
police officers. Brian and Cynthia's inability to track down a cab in Calcutta. There's a lot of things going on. Proved to be their undoing on last night's episode of The Amazing Race Canada. They join us this morning in studio. Nice to see you, but not nice to see you. You know what I mean?
We do.
You know what I mean.
It's a bittersweet moment, right?
Well, it is a bittersweet moment, but you know what? You finished together and you're in this together, and you made that very, very clear. But it came down to a matter of minutes. I mean, Jesse and Gino, it was a matter of minutes. John said that.
And we said from the very beginning of the uncontrollable factors, a plane being delayed, a taxi cab not knowing, traffic jam, and you know that really came true, that we were stuck in traffic for, it felt like hours and hours. But you know, we were thinking, or I was thinking positive, that if it's happening to us, it's happening to
everybody
other teams.
else.
So when we hit that mat, we were, I think, a little shell-shocked. I heard the words coming out of John's mouth, but it wasn't processing.
Yeah, it was in slow motion, and it was hard to accept. But you know, you got to get on with it.
You got to get on with it.
Yeah.
And so you guys have. I want to know what you've learned about Cynthia, though, Brian, during this process, because you've been together a really long time. But what did you learn about her?
What I learned is that I reaffirmed the fact that I married the right woman, that she's a rock, she's solid, she's loyal. I wouldn't be where I am today without this woman here. So, yeah, it reaffirmed the whole package thing. Very proud of her.
No, it was just, no, and always together. And you've said throughout, he's my best friend.
Absolutely. You know what? There's no other person that I would have wanted done it. You know, we both have weaks and strengths, and we knew that going in. And we were a team from start to finish. And yeah, he's my best friend.
Looking back, and we know hindsight's 20/20. We're looking at the cab stuff here and trying to hail a cab and all of that. Is there anything you would have done differently, hindsight?
In Calcutta, India, there wasn't much one could have done differently, because what it seemed to be was not fate, it was fate. So a lot of things were about things out of our control, and being Winnipeg police officers, which we're very proud of, you like to be in control of things. You have to be in control of things, and that was out of our control.
Yeah, there's just so many factors of, you know, being out of your element, and that heat was something that, you know, you can't see that in the TV, but it was 50+ degrees with a humidex factor after a 30-hour flight, right? So there was like crazy, and at one point I remember a chill run up my spine. I was so hot, and I'm like, this is not good. This is the beginning of heat, you know, heat stroke. But you know, all the teams out there are, you know, we wish them the best of luck.
There's some great teams,
Absolutely.
really, and I could see the chemistry between the teams helping each other, some good vibes.
We're Canadians, and you know, early on in the race, we said that to each other of like, you know, you're helping and helping because that's what we do. And then it's like, this is a race. We have to stop helping. It's a competition, right? Everybody's there to win, and there was 12 dynamic duos, and you know, it's a family that you'll never forget.
Were you surprised that it came down to you and brothers Gino and Jesse at the mat?
We did not know that. We thought if we had seen them at the rickshaw competition, and you know, we had our second win there, and we rocked that challenge, and we saw Jesse and Gino, but we didn't know. We thought that it was going to be Brent and Sean. So you never know, and this race is so unpredictable.
Well, listen, this you do know. You're tight, you're together, and you race strong. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All the best to you, Cynthia and Brian. Really good to see you.
Thank you.
Kind of. All right. The Amazing Race Canada airs Wednesday nights at 9 on CTV and CTV Go.